Yeah, man!
Hello, my name is Miguel and today I'm gonna make for you flour fritters. So you're gonna need flour, whether it be baking flour, which is all purpose, or counter flour, salt, water, cooking oil for frying only. Visit JamaicanCookings.com for the recipe. Get a big enough bowl ready. Measure and add 2 cups flour. You could use baking flour, all-purpose flour, or counter flour, but do not add baking powder. Why you should not add baking powder? If you add baking powder in the fritters, it's gonna suck up too much oil while frying, and you don't want that. Therefore, it's never a good idea to add baking powder to fritters. Put flour into container. Measure and add half teaspoon salt. I'm using sea salt. Although I am not making sugar flour fritters, if you wanted to make sugar flour fritters, add 1 between 2 tablespoons of sugar. You could use granulated or brown sugar. In the past, I've used honey before. No. Stir in salt in the flour. And if you were adding sugar, do the same. After that, measure and add 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of water. Do like me. Add the water proportion by proportion. Use a spoon. Stir the water with the flour. Do like me. Add the water in proportion to get a nice smooth dough. A nice smooth running dough. A nice smooth thick running dough. Or you could say a nice thick liquid dough. Use your hand like a mixer and mix the dough well. Use your hand like a mixer. Spin it fast. Mix the dough well. You should mix the dough well. Take a scoop of the dough that is into the bowl. Lift it. Watch it flow. You should have a nice texture and a nice thick flow such as this. This is good enough. Mix it well. At the end of the day, the dough should flow like this. See? Look. Once you have a smooth texture such as this is ready for the next step. Now, put a skillet or a big enough frying pan to heat. Put the stove's gauge on 4 medium-low. Ensure the pot is dried, then add cooking oil. I am using coconut oil. Fill the frying pot or pan quarter between halfway with cooking oil. Allow the oil to get hot. 30 seconds between a minute. After 30 seconds between a minute and the cooking oil is hot somewhat, now is the best time to start adding fritters. I do not wait for the oil to get extremely hot. I like to add the fritters when the oil is hot a little bit. The reason why is if you add the fritters early, you can give yourself enough time to add the fritters patiently, or to add the fritters in the heating oil well or good. It's not gonna stick. You can give yourself time to add the fritters in the heating oil, and 2, it won't start cooking too fast before you can give it a chance to cook properly. If the oil was too hot, it will fry too quickly, and you don't want that. Take a scoop of this flour dough and drop it 1 scoop at a time in the heating oil. put each fritter next to the other. Once the first fritter is added and you add the second one next to the first one, the dough will not stick. First, allow it to fry on one side for a while before you flip it. Stove gauge is still on 4 medium low. Allow. If some dough should get on the side of the frying pan, let it fry, and after a while remove it like this. After 4 minutes with the stove gauge on 4 medium low, just look at it. This is how it looks. Let it stay. Don't flip it. Allow. After a total of 6 minutes, flip fritters. It won't start browning on the other side as yet. It won't start shearing on the other side as yet. Stove gauge is still on 4 medium low. Allow. After 3 minutes more, a total of 9 minutes now since we added fritters. So go through, look which one is ready to flip again. Once it starts to brown around the edges, that's a signal to say it's time to flip it. And then we just keep on flip it until we have this nice golden crispy looking color. Crispy fried color, or the color of fried crispy, any way you want to put it. Mark you, they're not gonna cook evenly because the fire is not distribute evenly. So what's on the top is gonna cook slower than what's down below. Stove gauge is still on 4 medium low. Allow. After between 3 minutes more, say about 12 minutes in total, this is what your frying flour fritters looks like. Go through and flip the fritters that is ready to be flipped. This is what you want, a nice brown golden color. Note, we are frying flour fritters. It is flour fritters. Some might still look white or cream. I'm gonna let this one fry for a minute more and then remove it. After a minute more, totaling maybe about between 14 minutes, check to see which one is ready to remove. And then flip anyone that needs to be fried a bit more on the other side. Allow. Stove gauge is still on 4 medium low. After a minute more, totaling 15 minutes or so, the fritters is ready. Remove fritters. Do like me. Use the cooking fork. Poke each fritters. Remove the fritters quickly before it starts frying too crispy, and that will make it tough. Hold the fritters over the pot for a few seconds to allow the oil to drain. Remove fritters. Use the cooking fork. Juke the fritters. Remove the fritters quickly. Remove fritters. Allow the oil to drain. This is flour fritters. Visit JamaicanCookings.com for the recipe. Subscribe, like, and share. You should try making these flour fritters yourself. When you do, give us feedback. Flour fritters. You can eat flour fritters by itself. You can eat flour fritters with fried eggs or scrambled eggs. But today, I'm gonna eat it with sardine. Use the cuff that's in the flour fritters. Make sardine flour fritters hors d'oeuvres. I like to just put the sardine, the mashed sardine on the fritters. I like to just spread the sardine on the fritters and serve it as hors d'oeuvres. You can eat flour fritters with pretty much anything. Bully beef, sardine, tuna, tin mackerel, curry chicken, fish. Flour fritters is a favorite for street food. It's often served with fried fish like sprat or fried salt fish, escovitch fish, red herring. The flavor of flour fritters is nice. It's delicious. Surprisingly, it's delicious. It's not soggy and it's not soft. If you follow my cooking method, This flour fritters will not be soft nor soggy nor soaked with cooking oil. Flour fritters is a nice and easy snack to eat anytime with anything. To me, flour fritters has the flavor of pasta. Oh yes, look at this. No cooking oil is on my finger. It's not greasy. If you want to get good flour fritters, follow this method. To preserve flour fritters, put it into a container with a lid and seal it. It can be good up to 2 days, maybe 3, or use a Ziploc or use a clean plastic bag such as this and then seal it tight. This is how you store flour fritters. Store fritters at room temperature. Do not put it in the refrigerator. Until next time, walk good.
Yeah, man.